What is going on, everybody? It is Friday morning, so it is time for Chess and a Story. Hoorah. And we're going to be bringing it back to the day. I was probably couldn't have been more than 13 years old at the time. And at the bottom of our hill that we live on a street, there was this German Shepherd that was always chained to the tree by the sidewalk. It couldn't quite hit the sidewalk, but it was a fucking mean, ferocious motherfucker. Like, nasty, right? And on Halloween, we were sitting there. I forgot who I was with that year. It's probably my buddy Nate. We were going around. We used to just take our pillowcase. And we're halfway up our street, probably about, quarter mile, eighth of a mile from my house. And this German Shepherd had gotten off of his tree. And he was attacking this little tiny, ankle biter dog. And some old, frail little lady was like, "Ah, my dog." Bro, I went up and fucking punted that shit. Someone going for the extra point in overtime in fucking the Super Bowl. I kicked this fucking dog so hard, it let go of the ankle biter dog. I scooped that fucking thing up. I dropped my candy. I scooped that motherfucking thing up, and I just beelined. I just ran. And eventually, me holding the dog, it was hurt pretty bad. Ended up meeting up with the lady, and I gave it back to her, safe. I carried it all the way to her house, which was on the opposite side of the block. This nice lady, every single Halloween after that, had a whole slew of candy, a candy apple, like a whole special little set of food just for me. And she always was like, "Oh, you want to save my dog?" I don't even think she knew my name. That's just what she called me. "Oh, you saved my dog." There's no way that lady's still alive. She was so old and frail. God bless her. So, another time on Halloween, I'm pretty sure I was with my buddy Nate that time. It was like the only kid I went trick-or-treating with, one of my neighborhood buddies. We go trick-or-treating, and we used to rip up. We used to leave at 4:30. Like, if it was a school day, we used to go right off the bus. We started trick-or-treating at 2:30, 3 o'clock. And people are like, "It's not even dinner time." It's like, "Trick-or-treat, motherfucker." And we had so much candy. How people lie and they're like, "Oh, we got 6 pillowcases full of candy." Bullshit. I've been out from 2 o'clock to midnight, running from door to door, and I don't know what kind of pillowcases these people have, but a full pillowcase, we most I ever got was 3/4 of a pillowcase, probably 50 pounds of candy, right? I used to just empty out a sock drawer in my dresser and dump all the candy in it, and it would last till fucking summertime. There would only be Tootsie Rolls and, a horrible selection, by summer, but just a ridiculous amount of candy. Well, one year we were a little older. It was probably one of the last years we went out. I was probably 15, I would say. Maybe eighth grade, maybe ninth grade. Just that age that you're getting a little too old to, do the runaround, at least in the fashion that is traditional. And it was towards the end of the night. It had to be about 10 o'clock. And me and Nate were coming up the street. We get to my neighbor's yard. My next door neighbor. I don't live on a corner. I live one house next to the corner. And as soon as we cross the street to get on my neighbor's lawn, 5 or 6 kids all come out from behind bushes. We knew what was going on instantly. It wasn't good. They were looking to fucking jump us and take our candy, right? Well, I don't know how this ended up working out. I've always been one to think quick on my feet. I ran towards them like a football player, just juking, going for the end zone. I get to my neighbor's front door. I twist my pillowcase. I throw my fucking candy on the roof. I throw my candy on the fucking roof so they couldn't get it. go in their foyer, start pounding on the door. You know what I'm saying? My buddy Nate, on the other hand, ran away, and they all chased him, and they fucking got him. We're talking, they boot stomped him. Like, his head was all swollen and shit. Like, they literally tackled him and beat the shit out of him. And they took his candy. I ended up getting my candy off the roof, and I gave Nate half. But I know who. I got checkmate here, right? Oh, I guess that makes it easy. But I know who that fucking kid was, at least one of them. I'll put you on blast, Mr. Adam Jakowski. And, you know, we always had problems. My grandma, back in the day, gave me a silver ring. I brought it to school. It fell off my finger at the bus stop. It dropped. You wanted to fucking play monkey in the middle? Boom! Fucking knocked his ass out, and then Scott Feeds chased me home. Yeah. I literally think he was the first person I knocked out. It was either that or Nate when he was talking about my dad. But that's another time. Thank you for listening. Catch you on the next.